Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, and hey, what's up if you're new here? Happy 2024, we made it. It is a new year. Here we go, bring it on. I hope your new year has been off to a great start. I know for me it's been it's definitely been exciting. There's been some bittersweet moments for sure, but overall I'm just feeling great. I thought it would be a great idea to film today. I am going to do some like batch filming. I'll be doing like a little sit down, probably in this same spot actually, in a little while. I just wanted to talk through just some habits that I'm bringing into 2024, do some reflection as well. I think that's really important. This video, I'm just taking you with me. It'll be kind of like vlog style. I have a number of things I want to just get done. As a teacher in Minnesota, I've had some time off for Christmas, for the new year. So the day I'm filming is actually my last day of that break. So I have a handful of loose ends I just need to tie up. We spent our break, we as in my husband and I and other family members, we had some vacation time away. We had some time at home relaxing, and just overall has been a really restful, refreshing time off of work. And I'm gearing up to get back to it tomorrow. So like I had already said, I have a handful of things I want to just tie up. Got some loose ends. You can see I have some cleaning spray. I'm here at my desk in my office. I feel like this is a constant like battleground for me. It doesn't need to be, but I feel like I'm always just having to tidy things up. And I've come to the conclusion I just have so much stuff. I feel like I have a lot of little things that have just accumulated throughout the years. So slowly, I'm just being more mindful of the things I can just get rid of if needed, and just trying to minimize and simplify this life and this environment that I have going on right now. Like I said, I'm going to be filming a little sit down to talk about like habits and stuff, reflecting on the new year. Right now, though, I want to focus in on what I would like to get done. But before that, I need a snack. Oh man. There it is. I purposefully brought this down here. It is a Fit Crunch bar by Chef Robert Irvin, and it is the chocolate chip cookie dough high protein bar. These are good. I really like these. I love the flavors. I just need a little snack before we get into this, so be right back. Snack time is over. Time to get to work. Something I need to do is clean or wash my makeup brushes, and I think that's the task. It's one of those tasks I'm definitely dreading. So why don't we just do that first? So if you have anything that you've been putting off, like me, things that you've been avoiding, not really wanting to do, let's go do it together, okay? I'm gonna wash these makeup brushes. I'll show you what I use. I'll show you my process. It's simple. I mean, there's better ways out there. There's worse. I think it's important, especially if you do wear makeup on a regular basis and you're using these brushes, you should keep them clean. I've shared this process in the past for sure, but if you are just joining, if you're seeing my videos for the first time, I'll show you what I do, and maybe it'll work for you, maybe not, but I'm all about just showing and sharing what I do in hopes that it can be helpful to someone. So here we go. My makeup situation is like ever evolving. I'm always moving things around. This is the situation we're going to deal with, okay? I have a number of face brushes. I have eyeshadow brushes, which I don't end up cleaning as often just because, I don't know. But after a while, the product really builds up on them, and then they just don't perform as well. So we're gonna go ahead and wash all of these. As far as cleaning and washing these, uno momento. We're gonna get to washing. I just use a bar of soap. I've grabbed these Dove Sensitive Skin bars of soap. This is what I have left from the previous. I just have a few little pieces. So I'm gonna use those up first, but I know I'm gonna need a backup. I will get started here. And really, I just take the brush, I rub and rub and rub and rub and rub. That's my process. Let's get to it. One down, 500 to go. All right, so I'm definitely gonna put on a YouTube video and just watch while I do this, get this task done as soon as I can and on to the next one. Like I said, here's your motivation. If you are putting something off, just do it. Let's get it done together. I'm gonna keep working through these and I'll check back soon. Sorry, I'm doing my best not to feature the toilet in these clips. So the job has been done. I got all of these washed. I will kind of let them sit and dry. I do like to just kind of twirl them around on the towel just to kind of get some of that excess water off. And this is a lot of brushes, you guys. I'm not using every single one of these on a regular basis. It just, oops, it got to a point where I had like a special occasion I got ready for. So that's when I kind of take out some of my more precise, especially those eyeshadow brushes. I traveled, so I had I kind of have like an extra little set that I like to use just when I travel. So I wanted to make sure I washed those, and then that way I can just get them packed up and ready for if we go away again. Yeah, those are all washed up. So I'm gonna kind of lay them out so that they can, especially the bigger ones, I like to kind of let hang over the edge, if that makes sense. All right, so I feel really good about that. I know it's just a little task, but it was a big task to me because I had been putting it off and something I knew needed to be done. And it was great. I put on a YouTube video and I was like, okay, I have to finish this. I'm gonna finish this before the video ends. And I did. It was like perfect timing. So proud of myself for that. Give yourself a pat on the back for finishing up stuff like that. Seems little things, but still very important. Okay, next up, laundry. And not just any laundry, you guys, but I did our first load of baby girl's laundry. So I'd be lying if I said doing this laundry didn't make me emotional. I didn't cry or anything. I didn't cry, I don't think, but it was just so sweet. We have accumulated, or we've been gifted, a handful of little pieces for our baby girl. It was really sweet. Our families had given us a few things when we first announced and shared with them. And then shortly after, they gifted us a few things. And then for Christmas, she got her first like little gifts of clothing. So they are so sweet. And I'm definitely starting to just tidy up more and get her room ready. Hang on, back up. If you didn't know, I am pregnant. My husband and I found out in August, and we have been trucking along. I am 24. No. Yes. I'm 24 weeks pregnant. So we're over halfway there. I think that tracks at about 6 months, which, I mean, I've always heard like the time goes by so fast. I've also heard like, oh, well, it'll go fast and then it'll just take forever. Regardless, I have been feeling great, which I'm so thankful for. I'm pregnant and we have a baby girl due in the spring. So I've had a few pieces gifted to us, like I said. So I did some of her laundry. I've just washed all the pieces that we've been given, whether it's blankets, outfits, any little accessories. And okay, I cannot with these. Look at this. What? Like what? What? These little socks. Yep, this is gonna be so fun. Look how precious these are. And I think about her all the time, and just being able to dress her and put these clothes on her and just see her face. And I just feel so truly blessed. And children and being able to have babies is truly a gift from God. As time goes on, as we approach our due date, I do intend to share a little bit of like a nursery room tour and just how I'm organizing and stuff like that, just because I feel like they've been so helpful for me to watch personally. Just being a first-time mom, learning from others. There's so much information. There's so many things people have shared on YouTube, on their social media accounts. I prefer watching videos though. I like looking at pictures to get inspiration too, but just something about listening and watching someone sit down and talk through what they're doing really helps spark some creativity. So I'm going to just work on, oh my God, look at this little hat. We can tie it. Ugh. I'm gonna just work on organizing this. It's not a ton of stuff, but I do want to start getting like a little system, like with her dresser, just having like a designated drawer for most items. I know that can always change, but I just feel really good. I feel really good about just finding a place for everything that we do have now. So I'm gonna work on this, and then I'm actually done with my own laundry, which is like, are we sure? I keep thinking, like, do I have more to do for myself? But I think we're good there. So I'm gonna work on this. We are sitting at about 9:30 a.m. and I think in about an hour I will start prepping my lunch, and while I do that, I'll also be preparing another meal for later this week. So, but we'll get into that when it's time. For now, I'm going to work on folding these little items and getting them put away. All right. So we got baby girl's, her stuff, her clothing put away, just organized a little bit into her dresser. And yeah, with time, I'm sure I'll tweak it, yada, yada. The next thing I need to do, which I've put off, was kind of slacking on, is just filling out our monthly calendar. I just found a calendar template, a free one online, and then I just laminated it on some cardstock paper so that it's a little more durable. And then I just go ahead and write on it with these wet erase markers. Those are great. They come in handy for a lot of different things, but especially for this, I use those a lot at work too. We digress. On this calendar, I do keep track of like any appointments my husband and I, if we're going to one together, if one of us has meetings or an event with school, I write it on there just so we're both aware, like, oh, they're gonna be home late this day or whatever. I don't track absolutely everything, but the main things I like to put on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill it out for January. Some big things coming up, some exciting events. One of my best friends gets married this month. A handful of birthdays in the family. So mother-in-law, brother-in-law, nephew. What else does January have in store? I have a couple of appointments this month, and and some tests to get done related to my pregnancy. January is a very exciting month, I feel like. A great place to like restart, like refresh your new year. And then like with getting back into work, into school, it's just like kind of like a middle like a halfway point, sort of. I feel like after winter break, getting back into the routine, we have January, February, March, April, May. We've been in school September, October, November, December. So we're getting to the halfway point pretty much, and things just start to get crazy. And not crazy, but I feel like I get really busy and the school year just flies. The days feel long. I feel like they last. They just linger. But the time really does fly. So I really want to make the most of these moments. So just some exciting things. January is a great month. Also, I live in Minnesota, I've mentioned. We've had quite a mild winter, and we haven't had much snow at all. We have some, like a thin layer on the ground. It is 29 degrees out with a high of 35. I think I was listening to the news, like the average temp for a day, like the 2nd of January is the day I'm filming this. The average high is like 11 degrees Fahrenheit. So the fact that we're going to get up to 35 is amazing. It just feels so warm. So it just makes me feel, I don't know, so many days I'm like, is this real life? Like, I feel like, has winter even started? But I feel like January and February can be days that just linger. Especially with it getting dark so soon. We don't have a whole ton of daylight, and I feel like it can just be kind of gloomy and sad, and so those months can be really hard. And then once you hit March, it's like, oh, springtime, exciting. And I feel like this year especially, just because I have a baby due in the spring, everything is just really exciting. And I do feel really grateful and blessed that I am able to experience being pregnant and having a baby with my husband. This definitely is something that, I've looked forward to this day and this time for as long as I can remember. And the fact that I'm here able to say that I'm in it now is such a blessing. I feel really blessed. I'm gonna get to filling out this planner. I just write the month, and then I'm going to go through and write in all the days. There's 31 days in January, right? I think I'm right. Yeah. So I'll get to this and I'll check back soon. Okay, moment of realness, you guys. I get so caught up in like color coordination of this calendar. I spend so much time with like, oh, what things should I write in this color? I'll probably talk about this in my video that I'm filming separately from this, like my habits for 2024. I overcomplicate things. I'm an overthinker. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, I need to start over. I need to erase the whole thing. I need to make sure this is in this color. No. So that does bring me joy to those little details, just making everything like coordinate and look a certain way. But I'm finding it can add some like stress, unnecessary stress that just does not need to happen. So just being real. I almost like went and erased all of this just because I'm like, oh no, I should have wrote that in this color. But no, we're going to finish this. No erasing, and we're going to call it good. All right, the calendar task has been completed. Yay. Way to go, us. We are just checking things off right and left. Woo! Okay, we're sitting at 10:10. I said by 10:30 I wanted to start prepping my lunch that I'm eating today, as well as prepping for another meal. That'll be soon. I'll show you what I'm making and what I come up with. Just thinking out loud here what else I really wanted to get done today. So far, it's just these little loose ends that I'm tying up. I have a few little clutter bombs happening in pretty much every room of our house. Let me take you on a little tour. All right. What type of person are you? Do you unpack and put everything away after you travel, or do you deal with this for like weeks on end? or maybe it just stays. I don't know. I have that little pile of all my like travel items that has just been sitting there, and I need to put it away. I just need to pack it into my overnight bag. I have that stored. So I need to just put that away. That needs to happen. And maybe I should just do it while I'm talking about it, instead of talking about it and then not doing anything with it. We good? Yeah. We're gonna put this stuff away. Here we go. I'm grabbing my overnight bag. I just keep mine, I keep mine right under our bed. I don't go, it's more so for in the summertime. We are, you know, we have weekends away more often just because it is summer, we have more free time. And we spend time at the lake, we stay at a cabin. I don't utilize this too often. Every now and then I'll have a weekend getaway. So I like having it prepped. So it looks like I have, this is good to go. I did have everything in here for traveling, my little toiletry sizes. And I think all of this, do I want to keep? Yes, all of this I want to keep in there. So put that in there. If you know, you know. My family knows all about that. Okay, tuck this in. And what's nice is it's just, this stuff is under my bed, so if I were to need any of these items, I can just reach under and grab it. Okay, how hard was that? Not that hard, just to get it all packed up and away in my weekender little tote. Put that under the bed. We good. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be prepping. Also, let me know, are you a type of person who has their Christmas decorations up year round like us? No. Just kidding. We put ours up fairly early this year, and my guess is we'll keep it up for at least another week, especially our tree. I just love the light it gives off, and especially when it does get dark so early and it's so dark in the mornings, we just love having the light, the little ambiance of the lights on. So, and then also it's winter here, we get snow. So I love having up, like, we have these little trees all over, not all over, but so I'll probably keep those up for the winter time. We might keep like our little centerpiece here. It is like a little winter tree, this little one. But we'll probably take like our stockings down and anything that's like Christmassy, we might take down. But anyways, what I'll be prepping, I'm gonna do a little like rice, sweet potato, and chicken bowl. So I have a sweet potato here. I'm gonna cube this up, and we're gonna air fry this. And it's a big one, it's a big boy. So I'm gonna be using some of it today and then for another meal this week. All right, and then this will just be like the rice base that I'm using. It's just these 90-second rice packets. They just work so well. Sometimes, I think if we have rice or quinoa, I can make that on the stove, but for now, this is just gonna work so simply for me. I'm gonna use half now and then half for the other meal. Let's get to prepping. All right, so we have our sweet potato peeled. I'm gonna get it diced up, and then I'm gonna grab a bowl because I'm gonna mix it up, and we're just gonna do a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and I have a family member who we spend a lot of time with over break. They use a little bit of chili powder on their sweet potato, their cubed sweet potato, and it was really good. So I'm gonna do that as well. Ooh, there it is, chili powder, yeehaw. Okay. Also, I wanna get our air fryer prepped. This bad boy has we have 2 racks, so I'm gonna go ahead and put foil on those. All right, let's get to it. I'll show you some of the process, but for sure the finished product. I'm excited, and yeah, it's only 10:30, but I'm getting hungry. Trying to keep the cubes fairly small. Alrighty, so this is what we're working with. I have them all cubed up. I kept them really nice and small. I just found that helps with more consistency. So we're gonna get these put in. The recipe I'm following, yeah, that'll be okay. I'm just using my air fryer. The recipe I'm following, it says 400 degrees for like 10 to 12 minutes. So halfway through, I'm gonna kind of get in there and kind of like stir them up, move them around a little bit. But I will be back when it is time for, to show you the finished product. Let's go. All right, update. Air fryer is still going. Those potatoes need some more time. I tested a few, and yeah, they're just not like, couldn't really pierce them with my fork super easily. So I'm just giving it more time. Other things, I have a little bowl of chicken prepped here. My husband and I, we bought a rotisserie chicken, and we'll use it for a handful of things this week. I'm mainly using it for my lunch prep for work, which I'm making now. And then I'm going to be throwing it on other lunch prep. I'm doing salads this week too. So, and then we can throw chicken into, like, if we're making a pasta, if we're making, if we do like a taco night, we can do chicken instead of beef. So lots of ways to incorporate the rotisserie chicken, and it's so affordable. I think we paid like $5, and we just kind of peeled it apart, and I just took a few bits. I'm gonna get that warmed up as well as my rice, and then I'm gonna throw some avocado on top of my bowl as well. Alright guys, here's the finished product for what I'm eating for lunch today. And then I've started to prep mine for the next day. I do need to add more sweet potato, and then I'll put some chicken in there too. And I'll bring this to lunch one of the days for work. Lunch was so good. I'm so glad that I made that. And I will be bringing all the leftovers I'll bring to work on Thursday. The only other thing I wanted to that I really needed to get done today. So I do need to call, I won't document this though, but I need to call, I'm wanting to rent a room. My husband and I are gonna throw a little baby shower for our little girl, and I'm gonna call it like a baby social. It's gonna be a little more like laid back, just more of like kind of like an open house style almost, where we're gonna invite, friends and family. We'll have a time blocked out, and they can just come and go as they please. It's not going to be something where they are coming and sitting down, doing all the games and watching all the presents being open. I don't know. And also, I have a lot of friends and family who are not just females. So it's like, it's like, oh, only the ladies can come, la-di-da-di-da. So my husband and I are going to put that together. So I'm excited. We just really want to celebrate our baby, and we're going to do that as a couple because she's not just my baby, my husband. She's our baby. So I'm going to either call it like a baby shower social or just call it a baby social, going back and forth. But I need to call a place And the last thing, I just want to film my habits video that will be going up before this one. So I think I'm going to film that and then get it uploaded today. And then this video you'll be seeing just a few days later. My schedule for the new year will be Tuesdays and Thursdays uploading videos. You'll see some vlogs like this, like daily vlogs. I'll continue to share fashion related content. I'll probably throw in some pregnancy related videos as well. I've filmed like a first trimester recap. When it comes time, I'll do like a second trimester and things like that. And I probably will throw in too, just some like get ready with me's. I think all the types of videos I've been filming, I'm really trying to be intentional this year though about filming videos and making content that I really enjoy sharing about, and not just filming to film, not just filming to make a video, but really sharing what I'm truly interested in. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really does support me. We are at about 460 subscribers so far. My goal was to get to 500, so we're getting really close. So if you haven't already, I'd love to have you stick around by subscribing. You can like this video to show support. You can turn on the notification bell just so you're notified every time I upload. Like I said, I am trying to stick with a Tuesday, Thursday upload for you guys. So please consider sticking around and joining the community. I would love to connect with you. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, guys. I'll see you in my next one.